It's AG alongside with Quan.
You?
Yep.
What up? What up? What's going on?
Yeah, man. So, did you see it? Episode 2?
Yeah, I seen that joint. I was a tad bit disappointed, dog.
Why? Wow.
This is my thing, like I told my wife. And you know what? This is what I think happened. In the first episode, it was so good that the second episode didn't match it. It didn't match the excitement. Why? Because one, I don't like how you see how they ended it with this is when Pac gonna get shot in New York, right? You seen that part? When how they ended when Big and Pac was on the phone at the end?
Yeah.
And then now you know the next thing is Pac goes to New York and gets shot. Right? Did you get that?
Right. That's gonna be the next episode, right? I think.
Right. I think that should have been in the second episode. In my opinion, I think that should have been in the second episode. You know what I'm saying? Because until that part, I wasn't excited, man. Until that part, I wasn't excited at all.
Oh, it was like boring to you?
Kinda, man. Yeah, it was corny to me, man. The second episode, to be honest with you, to be frank with you, the second episode was corny. The first episode on a scale of 1 to 10 was maybe a 9, and the second episode was like a 6.5, man. To me, I can only go on how because okay, they went through the thing about him with Orlando and all of that, but it wasn't nah, man. And they didn't show Pac and Big's interaction until that part. That's what also disappointed me. I think that end part should have came more in the middle. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, and then they should have went through the him getting shot in New York scene in the second episode.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
That's what I'm saying. But them ending it like that. Now okay, all right. Now in the third episode, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. Pac gonna get shot in the third episode in New York. You know what I mean? I think that should have been like in the midpoint of the second episode. Why did they put it at the end? So you could it ain't no anticipation because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen in the third episode. He tells Big, I'm coming to New York and all that. You know what's gonna happen. And then now that leads to they should, in my opinion, second episode should have been, you know what? Okay, this is what went down, and this is what led to their demise. And the third episode on should have been the whole beef, everything. From 95 on, no 94 on, before jail. They shouldn't have went to the jail part. They should have began, in my opinion, the third episode with him getting incarcerated. But that ain't gonna happen till like the 4th or 5th episode. Now. Or maybe the 4th. This is probably gonna happen the 4th. Because the whole third episode is gonna be about now he don't like Biggie.
Right.
That is my opinion on the situation. That's all.
Damn.
It was slow to me, the second episode.
Yeah. I felt like there was too many commercials that kept on cutting off. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, it did. It kept on cutting off, and then it was it's like I just don't, I'm like, damn, let's get this shit going. We I want to hear about some shit that I don't know about.
Right. Okay, now you don't think it could just be like, oh, we've been like these stories can be, we've heard it before.
Right.
You don't think it could just be that?
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that because like the interactions like with Greg and Russell Poole, their storylines is okay. It's cool, but I'm saying, but they not I don't know because I'm thinking the first episode led me to believe that we was gonna see more interactions with Pac and Big.
Oh, right.
That's what disappointed me. I'm like, okay, the last joint, the last, scene, Pac calling Big, I'm coming to New York, you know that? Oh, we know what's gonna happen now. Okay, we know what's gonna happen. Next episode, he gonna get shot down as the beef. I wish it would have, they would have spoke about that in the second episode. So you know what? Third episode, let's start from him going to jail. Let's start from that and what his experiences was from then on. You know what I mean? I think it would just been, more exciting for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another thing. What'd you think about because once I saw Mark as Tupac, like him, outside the fast food place.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, he's kind of got the energy. Let me see where he's going. What do you think?
But hold on, you know what scene was good? Matter of fact, you just brought something up to me. The elevator scene with Frank was good. I like that scene. I think that scene, that was a very authentic scene. He delved into Tupac in that scene right there. And I liked Frank's little scene too. When they was talking to Frank for about 10 minutes, I like that too. He, it was interesting. I think he really captured who Frank was too, and how much I think he really had love for Pac, man. Now I'm saying I know he's dead and all that. You know what I mean? But I really think just on the real interviews with Frank, I think he really had love for Pac, and I really think he really did try to warn them on being so charismatic and being so real, quote unquote. I really think I think that's true, and like he said, Pac just wouldn't listen, so went beneath his feet.
I put that elevator scene. They showed it on Facebook, so I shared it in this Facebook group where there's like this guy, Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright was the head of security. He's actually
the dude. All right.
Yeah, he's the one who
that told you, was like, did y'all watch The Joint and all of that?
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I mean, I've interviewed him before, but
okay.
Yeah, so shout out to Reggie, man.
Yeah, shout out to Reg, man. Oh yeah, in jail for real, brother.
So I posted that scene, and he's like, "Yo, Pac wouldn't allow Frank to talk to him like that."
That's interesting. But well, like I said, and you know what? He know better than me and you do too. But I didn't take it in personally.
Right.
I didn't take it in the actor's demonstration that he was talking to Pac disrespectfully. I took that he was talking to him like, you know what? Let's not do this type thing. Shit. I mean, with that being said, man, shit. What he trying to say? I mean that what? I mean, of course. Frank worked for Pac and Suge. That's who he worked for, no doubt. But I think he was just telling them more, and as a young black dude, like, yo, I see what's coming, and I'm a little older. Yo, just watch his step. So he's trying to say that never would have. He trying to say Frank never said that at all.
No, you're not saying that. Not maybe the way he said it.
Oh, the way he said it.
Because he's saying it like, yo, he's like a grown, like he's his father or something, like he's his uncle. You know what I mean?
I think he was just saying it more of it as an older dude,
right?
As a person that's older, not his uncle or his father. And like I said, I didn't say. The elevator scene, I think that was actually one of the best scenes of the second episode. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it allowed Duke, that was playing Pac, to really delve into the character. You really got to see, what he can do, and if he really is in this character right now. And in that scene, he showed it.
Yeah.
So it did Homeboy a service. I don't know if it's authentic or not with Frank's actor, but I know the dude that's playing Tupac, he delved into that scene right there. I was like, ooh, yeah. I said, yeah, that's Pac right there all day long. That's him. You could see it, the energy, and then you could see the other side that he was actually listening to. You see it when he gave him that little look, like, yeah, I know. I know I'm wilding, but I'm wilding for a reason type thing,
Pac made this look when the kids, remember when the kids went up to him?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, West Side, fuck Biggie.
Yeah, the other kid, right? The kid said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pac made this look like, damn,
Like,
this is what I'm about.
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's basically foreshadowing, you know, the beef. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But you know, it like I said, it makes you think now. Now that they're showing how good of friends they were, it makes you think. Did like say, you know, me and my man, me and my friend, we friends and all that. And I go somewhere and something happened to me. I don't think that would be the first thing I would think, that my man would set me up. I don't know what else was it that made him think that Biggie had something to do with it. You know, allegedly, personally, I think Biggie did. But I don't hold now. I don't think he directly has something to do with it. He knew of it. He didn't set it up. He didn't say, "All right, go shoot Pac."
Right.
I think he knew from the streets, from Brooklyn, just, you know, word of mouth. Oh, Biggie had a link to it. Come on, it's obvious. He had a link. I don't think he set the head up, but he had a link with it, man.
How can he tell? Well, he told Pac, yo, don't hang around with these dudes. These dudes are bad. Right. You know, they're not good people.
Right.
But after it happened, Pac knew right away. All right, yo, Big knew. Right. So Big is like, he's like, okay, Big is not. I don't think Big was a gangster, none of that. I think he sold, you know, nickel bags here and there.
Yeah.
But I think if he couldn't, like, he had to stay there. He couldn't do anything more. Right. Because it'll go back on Big.
I agree. He couldn't do nothing more. I agree. And it's like, it's kind of crazy with the situation. It's like, how do you go from now? See, you know what? Now that you, I knew the story, but now that you've seen it on TV, like, before the shooting in Manhattan, they were really friends. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's not like they ain't have no beef. Like, they were really friends. So how do we go from being homeboys for real, to now I think he was trying to get me killed? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I mean, like I said, and like you said, I mean, Big really couldn't do nothing, but you know what? He was the link, man. You know what I mean? And Big was just in the wrong situation. And you know, he had a lot of other demons around him too. So, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? He had to choose. He had to choose. But I think at that point, Pac wasn't hearing nothing. Because think about it. Somebody trying to take your life, bro. You're not hearing nothing at that point. If you can't tell me who these dudes are or whatever, sad situation, Big had to choose. And unfortunately, he chose wrong. You know what I mean? But you, like you just said, what could he do? And if he did do something, that was his ass, right? Big, yeah. For real, that was his ass.
What was intense was
which one?
It was the drive-by when Pac gets shot and his blood is like gushing out out his mouth.
Yeah, and then you know he said, you know, everybody his last words were, you know, when he said to the cop, right?
Yeah, he told him fuck you.
That was his last words. Because at that point, you know, he don't know who to trust. At that point, he probably didn't know if Suge did it, the cops did it, Biggie did it. He probably didn't know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit is crazy though, man. For real. Like I said, I'm quite sure in the third episode, it's gonna get back on track to my liking. I know, because that's what they lead into. Like, okay, now it's gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Now, I wish we could have did that. You know, half of the other episode. But you know, it's TV. I wish we could have did that. Right. Like that. Let's get it going. Let's get this going.
Oh yeah, were you able to understand it this time because of the timelines?
Yeah, right. After we spoke the first time with the episode, the timelines, yeah. And you know, I told my wife, you know, women think they always right. My wife said, "I was trying to tell you that that's how it went down." I'm like, really? You was trying to tell me? But, you know, I said, okay, all right. She said she was trying to tell me that it was two different timelines. Okay, I agree. As a husband, that's what we do. I'm agree. You know what I mean? For real. Yeah, I was definitely able to follow. Yeah, now I said, I get it now. I get the timelines now. I see what's going on. For real, man. You know. But another good episode was when Bukeem held Greg down and was talking to the other cop because the other cop was trying to get up kind of reckless, remember?
Yeah.
Let him know, like, I lived in these streets, you work in these streets, it's two different things. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, I don't know, man. Damn, this is, it's, come on. This is America we talking about, baby. You know what I mean? You put them two dudes, Big and Pac, in another country, they're kings and they're friends and they're children. Put them here, come on, that's the ploy. That's the ploy, man. They have to be at odds. It sells.
And it's another thing that I noticed watching the episode a second time.
What?
When Bokeem first shows up in the BMW,
right?
And Greg and the other dude they all walk into the building, and the other dude in the suit is looking back at the car like, damn, where do you get that car?
Right.
Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that.
But,
I didn't peep that. I didn't peep that right there.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be more telling as the show goes on. Like a lot of things is gonna be revealing. Nothing bad, but I think everybody, even in law enforcement, people make mistakes.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably touch on a little bit on that. I think it'll touch on a lot of that.
Definitely.
So.
That shit is crazy.
Like, I don't think a lot of people peep that, but I'm wondering why does he keep looking at that car? So I think he's gonna do his own little homework. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we'll see how that goes.
They was talking about how Orlando basically got paid off by Suge to say he ain't have nothing to do with it, things like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, that part that they was talking about.
Yeah, he testified for Suge at the trial.
Right, he testified for Suge and all of that. You know what I mean? He's still talking about Keefe and all of that. I mean, come on, man. We come on. Like, but I like how the story's going down. Where but it's crazy how they don't. I don't know. Maybe because we know the story,
right?
And maybe because we know the story, it's crazy how how these dudes don't know, because apparently didn't they say when Big went to LA that he was being followed by cops and all of that stuff? And
that's what I heard. Yeah, I don't know how true that is.
And of course, Pac and Suge was being monitored by the police, but like they saw. Hold up, what about what homeboy said? He said most of the department is police. Most of the death row's police. Remember that?
Right, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Heard. Yeah. So basically, he had them in pocket. This shit is all fucked up, man. For real. This shit is all crazy. Like, this shit is fucked up, and two dudes lost their lives over some bullshit, to be honest with you. They lost their lives at the end of the day over pride. Pride. Both of them. Pac and Big. It was pride. That's what them got. They didn't lose their lives over nothing else. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about no superstardom or fame. It was pride. Pride. And that's what us minority men on a lot of us are raised with. You know what I'm saying? We're raised with that fake pride. Don't let nobody fuck with you and all that, and you gotta do this. Nah. Pride is be a stand-up guy and be able to apologize and be able to say that you hurt by what another person has done to you. That's real pride, in my opinion.
No.
Real. True story.
No, that's true.
Real. You know what? Like I said, the episode was type corny to me. You know what I mean? It just, like I said, the way it ended, I'm like, oh, where are he going to New York? Nah.
It's predictable. I know what you're saying.
Like, damn. Like, you could have gave me that 20 minutes ago. And hold up. At least in that second episode, get him to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get him into New York walking in the building. If I'd have seen that, I'd have gave it a 7.5. At least see him walking in the building, seeing homeboy with the newspaper over his face that he don't recognize or whatever. Give me that. Don't give me they just on the phone. I'm coming to New York. That's it. Get out of here. Get me to New York. It's crazy. I mean, I'm like, come on. All right, let's speed this shit up. Come on. I know we only got 10 episodes. I'm saying. The third episode the third episode better have everything in it. The rape, him going to jail, all of that. It better not linger to the fourth.
It'll probably linger.
I'm going to be disappointed. Give me the third episode where it goes down. Because remember, after he got shot, he went to jail right after that, didn't he?
Yeah, like 2 weeks. No. Yeah, he did. Yeah, but I think they're gonna do that because think about it. It's mostly about the investigation, so they want to get.
I understand. Right. I gotta keep my mind on that.
They want to show people what the detectives, what they found and what they ran through, all that stuff, even the dead ends, the rabbit holes, everything.
Right. I understand. It was cool. Like I said, it was alright. You know what I mean? It was like I said, all right. It wasn't a flop, but third episode better be better than the first one.
What happens?
Serious.
What happens is not? You're not watching no more.
I watch it, but not with enthusiasm. I'll watch it on TiVo.
Oh shit!
I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll watch that shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? The third episode, it better be comparable. It better be as good as the first one. As good where I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But I understand. It took the first episode was that good that the second episode, how you gonna compete with that? Right. The third one has to though.
Yeah, I heard they pulled lower ratings.
This for the second episode.
Yeah, they got lower ratings.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of shows got lower ratings, but they got lower ratings.
Okay, all right. I mean, and I'm quite sure historically the second episode mostly always get lower ratings in every sitcom or documentary or development. For real. It probably always do.
We'll see, man.
For real, man. But it was cool. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely tune in next Tuesday and see what's going on. Yeah. Real, bro.
Alright, man, there it is.
My neighbors stacking that paper. 3 words for haters. Fuck you and later. Room full of models. Girl, this ain't a show. White girls with them white nostrils line up, sniff, 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 and it's true. Do it for my city and dogs till I die and see God if I feast some.